Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on, everybody? Uncle Chrissy tapping in. Can everybody hear me? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Shout out me on the chat. Y'all know I get scared. 2024 looks promising. Yeah, it sure does, Gustavo. Hopefully, life is looking good for everybody, not just sneakers. So, yeah, it definitely looks like it's. I definitely want to take a quick second to thank everyone for tuning in with me here today. First kind of time. First time doing one of these things. Hopefully, he's going to be doing a lot more of them. We're going to see how this one goes, see what we can tweak, see what we can get a little better on, and take it from there. Let me grab another little sip of coffee, and we will jump right into it. I have like a stage 5 coffee addiction, in case anybody's wondering. I drink way more than I should. So, got a lot to talk about here today. So, we have write down my favorite pickups of the year. We are going to talk about some stock numbers that I have. And we're going to talk about. I got a live unboxing here too. This package came in a little while ago. We're going to jump into that. Nice. All right. So let's talk about it today. So 2023 was a pretty good year for sneakers. I gotta say, all in, ended up being pretty solid. We got some reimagined stuff. We got the white cement threes. We got some fire collabs. Really, really good stuff. And a lot of good GRs as well too. Asics jumped on the map hardcore this year. New Balance made a big, big, strong move this year, and I think those brands are going to be doing a lot of big things in the future. So, hey, if you guys got any questions, you want to hear anything, you want to talk about some stuff, I'm here for you. Let me know. Let's do it. Let's have some fun here today. All right, so let me jump into it with my favorite pickups of the year. Right, so these are in no particular order. No particular order whatsoever. It's not 1 through 10. It's just some of my favorites. Gustavo, yeah, 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 yeah. New Balance came in strong for sure. Yeah, you ain't kidding about that one, my man. They came real correct with it, especially with some stuff later on in the year. Introduced a couple new silhouettes, the 990 V6, the 990 V2. Yeah, really, really good stuff that they did this year. So I'm glad to see them making leaps and bounds. Yeah, so actually, That's a good one. Let's start with New Balance, right? All right, so New Balance, one of my favorite pickups of the year. Stone Island. This pair was absolute fire. This was the first of the 990 V2. The Stone Island came out, and since then, there's been a handful of the made in UK versions. There's one coming out very soon. It's very similar to this. It's got some black and gray tone here, has a little bit of a lighter tone right here, but this was fire. This was one of my favorite shoes of the year. I actually just wore this for the first time yesterday. Shout out my homie Pete Clarks for giving me the oop on this. Y'all remember? Do you guys remember this drop? Like, was everybody part of this one here? So this was drama. I think it stretched over a 3-day process. I think the first drop, the first day, absolute nightmare. Nobody could get it through. Bots were doing pretty well, and then um, and they got hammered the next day. I was walking into the doctor's office when this happened. I spent all day online the day before trying to help people get pairs. I wanted this pair, and then as I'm walking into the doctor's office, I started getting notices about this pair is actually dropping right here now. I'm absolutely devastated. Couldn't get it. Thank God one of my homies came through with the hoop for me, got me at retail. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Some of my favorite colors, black, the olive green up the mesh right here. Got the 3M hits all across the toe box. It does come with a great set of laces. I haven't quite done those yet. The 990 V2 is it's nice. I like it. I like it to do it. I do. It's not the most comfortable pair. It's pretty stylish. That's the New Balance. Probably my favorite pair um, of their silhouettes. It's a new one. How's the sizing on these? So the sizing can be a little wonky. If you're like me and you got a wider foot, you might want to go a half size up. I run a 10 and a half in just about everything. And I went with an 11 in these. I did. They are a little bit long on me, yes, but you can see right here, this part, kind of like where the knuckles of your feet would be, it gets a little bit narrow. So I am glad I went a half size up. It's just me personally. Also, if you can kind of look at it a little bit, you can kind of see that the shoe's got this like kind of V shape. So thinner toe box and then kind of spreads out a little bit down towards the heel. So you can definitely feel that in the shoe. Again, it's not the most comfortable pair. I like it better than 990s. I'm absolutely in love with this shoe. I love the colors of it. I love the presentation. I love the 3M hits. Great nighttime, daytime, photograph really, really well. All right. So after that, where do we want to go? Oh, by the way, I opted to include reach backs in this. So I got pairs for 23 and also a couple pairs that I back in the stack for it to finally come correct. Let's go with this one. All right. So not a real mystery here. The Reimagined 3. Reimagined 3 was it was up there. I'd say it was either this or like it was one of the most hyped drops of the year. I was able to get my pair through the JD line exclusive access. It wasn't the greatest release of all. I think really nobody dropped his FCFS except for a handful of maybe boutiques did that. Um, so here's the thing. I had 7 pairs of these in hand. Went all out because I knew that there was going to be some issues with the cement print not really matching up. I had 7 of these in hand. And honestly, I mixed and matched until I found a pair that actually there was definitely some drama in between the cement print and the pairs. Some of them were really bad, some of them were okay. But I like threes. I like threes a lot. I think they fit really well. I think they're way more comfortable than fours. I love the shoe, and you can see I actually went with a cream style lace in here that kind of matches the midsole. Right? So the midsole matches the laces. I like it breaks up a little bit with the standard white lacing. Man on the tongue. This is a must for me. Threes and fours. I gotta have that. Yeah, back. I really can't get down with the. I really can't get down with the jump man. Gustavo, how'd you like these, man? Definitely one of the best shoes of the year. It's clean. It's simple. It's classic. Really, really can't argue with this right here. White Cement 3, Reimagine, absolute banger. I love this pair. I've worn it maybe like 8 or 10 times since they came out. I do try to keep it clean. I ended up actually giving up my ice pair. I had a pair on ice, and I ended up giving it up for another pair. Kith, they put those straight up there. What are we going to get into next? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. So I'm not including this in the reach back. So this the Yeezy 700 Utility Black. Definite fire. Really, really love this shoe. So I mean, let's talk about it. There was absolute trauma for Yeezys all year. Obviously, we all know what happened. Did he drop them? Then they brought him back. Now I don't know. He's dropped again. I do want to take a quick second to say this. There's a lot of stuff going around right now about what's going to happen with Yeezys in 2024. I'm going to put it out that I don't think about what's going on right now. A little bit of a little bit of a mess. I think there's still a lot with Adidas, and I really don't see them just burning it, just getting rid of it. I want to try to make money off of it like they did this year. But this pair, Utility Black 700, dropped originally, I think, in 2018 with the first drop. They were supposed to drop in November of 2022, which is right around when all the drama started. I was just getting ready to go after them. I think one or two raffles had popped up in the EU. Really excited, and then everything happened and I got shut down. So let's take a look at these. 700 is probably between the 700 and the 500. Um, I'm gonna say the 700s take a little bit of time to break in. I had my Walsh oranges a few years ago. More comfortable now than they were the day that I got them. So I'm take that. Monochromatic look. As you can see, I definitely have darker colored sneakers. Monochromatic look, but you got leather right here, you got the mesh, you got suede, you got a different length suede right here, you got premium hits around the midsole, black midsole. So while it is monochromatic, you got all these different textures and materials that give the shoe some character. It's really, really nice. I love this pair. I wear this a lot. Probably, I don't know how many times I've worn this, but I'm definitely a big fan of it. No hits here. The in the midsole. So you drew a blank on that. Gustavo still need the high res red 700. Good luck, dude. That was a tough one to cop. I mean, I think a lot of people got caught off guard by that one. Which much it was for. It actually sat for a while. It did drop a few places and it sat. But 700s are a great shoe. I actually just got the inflamed 700. Another one that was on my restocks list. Future dropped them out of nowhere. Absolutely out of nowhere. Right before or right after Christmas. I don't remember, but yeah, absolutely fire. But yeah, Utility Black 700s definitely my favorite pickups of the year. This shoe is a 10 too. It's got such good material. You can pick it up with it. It's a 10. It's going to keep coming back. Ryan Jacob, what up, my man? Appreciate you tapping in. I am definitely having a good day. I'm definitely having a good day. Hope you are too. Hope your New Year's off is starting up already. Re up off the coffee for sure. Yeah. So yeah, let's do some heat. Y'all want to do some fire, or do you want to do something that maybe not a lot of people were aware of this year? Let's do some fire. Yeah, let's do some fire. So I had two shoes that were absolutely on my must list. Where's this at? Gustavo. Yeah, so I did bring up some of the restocks. The one I just showed here, the 700. This was a restock. This pair came out in 2018. Was able to get that. Other than that, like I think I have most of these that are bought. So I didn't really go after a whole lot of them. But this was definitely one of my top two priorities of the year, and I am so grateful for this pair of retail. Boom. Rammelzee, Supreme, Dunk Supreme. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this one here. So the Rammelzee, Supreme, famous New York street art. Let's get up in here. Um, you got all the graffiti print up around the heel. It's on canvas, which not my favorite material to use on sneakers because it's impossible to keep clean, especially in the white presentation that it is right there. But see this suede right here? You have my finger, you can trail that back and forth. That's how you know you got good suede. When you see that responsiveness going back and forth like that, that's how you know you got some really, really top-notch, beautiful materials that you're dealing with right here. So I am a big Supreme fan. I have been for a while now. This was definitely a must grab this year. And I was fortunate enough to hit this pair at retail. I think I was probably one of the first checkouts of the entire drop. So in case anybody's wondering, I'm going to go back to doing some workshops trying to help people conquer retail. Supreme switched over to Shopify this year, got rid of Apple Pay. They brought Apple Pay back. So to do this, I actually I went with the old school sock kit. On Thursday, I think it was like Monday afternoon. I put a pair of socks in my car, couple hours, enter all my payment information, and honestly kept refreshing it every couple hours for yeah. As soon as they dropped, added to cart, went to checkout. My queue time was under a minute. Got through my checkout, boom, and I actually checked out at 11 a.m. on the dot. So in and out in under a minute. This was by far my proudest achievement here in terms of copy and in terms of the actual shoe itself. Who's that? Right, yeah, highs are underrated. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. High SBs, high in general are a little bit underrated. And I think if the highs dropped in the low top version, that pair would probably be like a $12 pair right now. It'd probably be absolutely ridiculous. These are kind of comparable to like a an SB. I'm sorry, SB Paris. That pair was really really similar to what the lights look like from a distance. Yeah, I agree with you. The highs are very very underrated. I'm a low top guy in general. There's not many high tops that I go for. I think, and everything that I have here in my pickup, I got one high top to speak of. I wear some Jordan 1 highs, but for the most part, I go for lows. That's really just me. Ian, yeah, highs are dope, man. I can't argue with that, man. No question at all. The highs are a little bit easier to get, and I'm glad everybody was able to. Yeah, details are impeccable, man. There's no question. This for me was probably my shoe of the year. This was my number one seed when I saw the quality of the black suede. Obviously, the detailing on it. I love Supreme Dubras. Those are so so tough. Yeah, I love it. Motion 412. Yeah, I got it for retail. I got it in and out in under a minute. I had my old fashioned sock jig lined up, and yeah, I was able to get it and score for retail. Okay, so let's get into another one. Um, this one definitely was way, way under the radar. So, Basics House Studios 1130. So I'm a runner. Like I run, 3, 4 times a week. I've been running with Asics for a few years now. And I'm glad to see them actually start to bridge the gap towards style lines and bringing together some old, reimagined, repurposed technical running shoes that give you a little bit of comfort and some absolute heat. This was one of the ones I grabbed this year. I also grabbed a couple from the Kith Asics X-Men pack. That was probably my favorite release of the year. That was so much fun. But this shoe right here, look at it. It's clean, it's simple, it's easy to wear, it's super comfy. The 1130s are a rather good cushion. Not like a super good cushion, but it is pretty good. So, House Studios highs and lows did three of these in the past year and a half. So there was the gray, brown, and green pair, and then there was the white pair with the brown Asics logo right here. But you can see if you can see the suede on the logo and on the toe box here, super shaggy. You don't really get that responsiveness that I showed you with the Supreme when it's this shaggy, but it's primo. It's really, really nice. You got mesh around the toe box, makes it nice and breathable. The shoe's super comfy. This is probably, mm, yeah, this is probably my most worn shoe of the year. I've probably worn this shoe more than I think any other shoe that I've shown or any other shoe that I picked up over the course of the year. So I'm pretty excited to actually have this one in the rotation. So let this be a little lesson to everybody. So raffles are pretty much the way a lot of companies are going with their releases this year and going forward. So I entered raffles. I really wanted to get this pair, and I ended up with three pairs. I was able to move one to somebody. I still have one on ice, but I'm not too worried about that. I'll definitely pull that out here. So these are beat up. But be careful when you're going for raffles. These are, be prepared to hit. If you want to go for a raffle, I'm going to put three of these. So don't enter raffles if you don't like them, folks. The story. All right, so let's get into I think one of the yeah, probably was the last pair of the year. No, no, that one's over there. Okay, so this one kind of caught me off guard. Not what I normally go for, but ooh-wee, ooh-wee. So this is the Ma Maniere 5. Part of the two pack, the dusk and the dawn. The dawn was a lighter gray, lighter blue, whatever color that was. I wasn't too big of a fan of it, but again, five, my most favorite silhouette. Like I just said, I'm kind of a low top guy. I like going that route. But this here, nice shoe, really nice. So premium nubuck. Look, you can even see there's like a little bit of responsiveness, similar to the suede. Not a whole lot. The nubuck, so I go back and forth on black nubuck because in one hand, it's durable. Like it stands tall, it doesn't really rip or tear. It can stand up to a little bit of weather, but it can get a little bit ashy. It can get ashy, it can get dirty, it can be hard to keep clean. But this is nice new bar. This is not if you had the black gum SBs. This is not that, but much nicer than that. I still haven't actually worn this pair. It's so nice. I'm a little bit scared to. But let's take a look at the detailing on here. So I'm not sure if my camera is quite good enough to see, but you got the Ma Maniere A logo right there in the netting. Mine does have this slight little blemish right here, which kind of broke my heart. I'm not really too excited about that, but it is what it is. Uh, yeah, whatever. You got to cry over it, I guess. You got this real oxidized yellow look right here. You got the burgundy, one of my favorite colors, and the spikes right there. I'm on there on the tongue. You get the 3-year reflectiveness, burgundy again on the inside again with the Emma Maniere. The one thing I will say about this is that the details are fire, absolutely, but you can see. I'll try to get in there. You can see it has the Emma Maniere embroidery on the shoe itself, so it makes it a little scratchy. To be honest, it's a little bit scratchy when you put it on your feet, so it's not most comfortable. I don't think pods are the most comfortable to get with. Ron, you got yours with the white the cream laces. Yeah, those are fire, man. I can't wait to lace those puppies up. They're like a little bit waxed too, which I like. It's not like your standard lacing. Um, what do you do? Do you lace them? Do you leave them with just a toggle in? You tie them? What do you do, Ryan? Like, how do you lace those up? But yeah, absolutely fire pair. I didn't really have this on my radar. And I'll be honest with you, there was that picture of LeBron on the walkout that caught. When I saw those on foot, saw him walking around with them, I was like, those are tough. I got lucky with the EQL raffle. I entered on a Maniere site. And this was actually my first EQL raffle job. So very excited to be able to cop this pair for retail. This is definitely a nice one. Like I said, I still haven't worn it yet. I was very excited to get this pair. All right, so this is my last one of the 2023 pickups. This was my number one priority of the year. Anybody want to take any guesses on what it was? I guarantee you're going to be wrong. Anybody want to take guesses? All right, didn't think so. So my number one, probably my favorite pickup of the year, definitely my most worn shoe, is this guy. Black Cement Low. Jordan 1 Low OG is my favorite silhouette of all time. It's the shoe that I probably have a good handful of for all the different colorways that I have. This is probably the shoe I wear the most silhouette itself. This got reminiscent of the old school Supreme that dropped 20 years ago. Pretty much the exact same shoe colorway style. So the cement print around it, the black on the toe box, the black on the medial, white swoosh, sail scroll, matching gray outsole, pure fire. This is as close as I'll come to that Supreme shoe. I'm not gonna try to get that Supreme shoe because it's 20 years old. It's probably just gonna fall apart on me. But I love this. I did actually. I think I like tripled up on these on accident, but I ended up keeping them all. But this is definitely probably one of my most worn shoes of the year. I'm in love with it. I will say the problems that White Cement had with the cement print not matching, I didn't have that issue. I think I saw 4 or 5 of them in hand, and they're all pretty solid. They're all pretty legit. They all matched up pretty well. Again, I love this. I saw the highs. I wasn't too big of a fan of the highs. I think the difference is the black versus the white. I think the white underlays on the toe box and the medials, for some reason, are just a little bit more. I don't know. They don't really work against the elephant print, the cement print, the way the black ones. So this is definitely one of my, if not my top pickup of the year. My favorite, all the way around cement print. Boom, Jordan, Air Jordan 1 Low, OG. Definitely one of my most favorite pickups of the year. And I have eyes up on next year. The dark mocha low, the dark mocha version of this, I'll take every pair I can get of those. If I can get 10 of them, I will absolutely take 10 of those. All right, so like I said, I decided to include a couple of reach packs this year. So I included a couple of reach packs on my pickups for the year, and I'm pretty excited about both of them. Actually, I'm very excited about both of them. One of them right here was from 2020 or 2021. I didn't get it on release day. The price has skyrocketed. But then that's being over there. Profit Selection leaked the rumors of the new production coming through. So medium pure dunks, one of my favorites right here. I love this pair. Hey, yo. Oh, Dominic York, what's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Really do. For the medium curry dunk. These released in, I think, Asian markets a few months back. The resale tank, I actually got this as a gift from a friend of mine. I did him a solid, helped him out with a couple of things, and he actually shot me over this pair. He knew I wanted it, got it for me. But beautiful. So I actually like these dunks, premium, SC, special, regular PR. Boutique dunks, I guess. I like these better than SBs. I do. I like these better than SBs because obviously the SBs have the fanfare, they have all the extra cushion to them, they have the padding, which is nice, but they can be a little hard to wear. Like, let's be honest. Like these Supremes and Rammelzees, while they are dope, like you gotta stomp pretty hard. You gotta have some swagger to wear these. These are a little more neutral. They go with a lot more things. They go with a lot more of my wardrobe anyway. But, yeah, so suede all the way around. You can see this isn't a premium model, so we got some responsive. Nothing major right there. White suede on the toe box. All right, so white suede is not something you often see. You got the premium laces right here, and again, this is real easy to wear. I love this pair. I love the fact that they're restocking this, and that's something I want to talk about real quick. So, I think everybody knows by now that Nike's reaching back and starting to restock a lot of these premium, a lot of these SEs, and even some SB dunks. That is going to continue to happen. We're going to talk about another one, two more that are restocking in a little bit here. But it's definitely something to start thinking about. I think the entire ugly dumpling pack is coming back. The Dusty Olives already dropped. The plum, is that what they call it? The plum pair is coming out in a little bit. The reverse curries are coming out next week. The Ultraman pair is coming out sometime this year. We all know what they did with SBs last year. They brought back the weeds. Core purples are coming back. We all know that these things are happening. So if there is a pair that you're looking for that's resale skyrocketing on it, don't stress out. Like, who knows what's going to happen, but this trend of restocking these older dunks is not going to end anytime soon. They're going to keep coming. They're going to come from last year. Subban, yeah. That said, Subban was honestly, that was one of the nicest shoes I've seen in a long time in terms of quality. I put it right up there with the Jackie Robinson dunk that they use on that. That was absolutely gorgeous, right? Yeah, good call on that one for sure. But medium carries, very glad to have this one in the collection. I was upset when this one came out. Like I said, this matches a lot of my wardrobe, so I've gotten some good wear out of this shoe already. Now, the last one of the reach backs that I do have is I'd say it was a grail for me. I'd say it was a grail. And again, I got it as a gift. A friend of mine was over at SneakerCon in Tokyo, I believe it was, and saw a screaming deal on it and just blessed me with it. And I still can't believe that I actually have this shoe in the rotation. Yeah, boom. Pandas, right? Pandas. Everybody talking about I'm so excited over some pandas. No, these are not pandas. So the Supreme Black Stars. What do you say? Simple colorway, easy to wear. I know the panda colorway beat to death, but this is by far the best that ever was with it. But the panda themselves, have the GR dunks, you know how cheap and pleathery and how easily they fall apart, right? We all know that. These are not that. Let's take a look. Let's get in a little bit closer. You see, we got that alligator-like leather, you got the texture on there. You got the black stars on the medial. You got the two braids. You got the little famous right here. Oh no, wait, never mind. So this pair actually came with non-SB laces. So I got these from you can see it, fully laced, right? So I'll throw that out there. If you guys are looking for SB laces to make a good lace swaps or whatever, you need a replacement pair. Fully laced is who I use for my SB lace. They don't have the biggest selection, but the quality is as close as you'll come to the actual Nike SB laces themselves. So, fullylaced.com. Check them out. They ship pretty quick. I think they ship through Amazon, so they actually come out pretty quick. But yeah, this is fire. I was so ridiculously blown away when I got blessed with these again. You got the Supreme Sole. You got the super fat tongue right here. So maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll wear one on one. What do y'all think? Real quick disclaimer: Supreme uses an older mold for their SB dunks. They don't fit the same as other SBs. Be careful when you sizes. I ended up going with my usual 10.5 in these for SBs. Could I wear an 11? Yeah, I could. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the 10.5. Just be mindful the mold that Supreme uses a little more. So keep that in mind when you do it. But yeah, this was probably as close as I have to an actual grail. And now I got it. It's in the rotation. I've definitely worn this shoe a bunch already. I love it when people say my hand is Ryan, Michigan State Ducks restocking this year too. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that as well. I heard Michigan State and Michigan, the blue and yellow pair. Which I'm surprised that everyone knows out already. If they had him anywhere in the production line, you think they want to get him out right before the game goes. Michigan playing for the Natty. So yeah, those are absolutely coming back out. I think there's going to be another restock of Dusty Olives as well too. But that wraps it up for top nine, 2023. Like I said, this may into top 10. So one of my biggest regrets from last year, 2023, was one of my biggest regrets was the not getting the Samba. The Kith Clarks A Street Sambas is definitely one of my big regrets. Opened up the pre-sales. I didn't go after it, and I'm very upset about that. I didn't get it. My brother got two pairs of them. Oh man, they're gorgeous. So Christmas time, they opened up the white and black, which are like a little bit better. And I was fortunate enough. That was a nice little Christmas present. So let's see. So this is the Kith Clark 8th Street. You can see this is the unboxing on the package. I'm opening this right now. Okay. Cool. Luke. I'm opening this pair right in front. Sweet. All right. So one thing we know for sure when you get a Kith pair, they are not going to skimp on quality. They are not going to skimp on anything. Packaging. Yes, Michigan does restocking lately already on the Shopify finish line. Nice. Cool. All right, let's take a look first. So, we got the nice scenic pack. I think we saw this pop up with that Frank Lloyd Studios. See Clark big in the background there. So, Brownie Flag and Clark's Street. Let's see what we got. Another nice little packaging detail. You got the sticker, putting the tissue paper together. Try not to rip it too much. Man, they got this wrapped up with more tissue paper than a Christmas present. Good Lord. How do you... Well, if any of y'all have people in your life that are just obsessive with the way they wrap Christmas presents, that's kind of what happened here. There's an awful lot of tissue paper right here. Ooh, here's nice. Let's get the other one out. Oh, God. Okay, so that packaging is not very environmentally friendly. I will say that. So here we go. Let's see. It's Clark 8th Street Samba. So we got the crepe sole, got that translucent gummy kind of sole that overlaps on the upper of the shoe. You can see the laces coming through. You can see it on the toe box. It's a little bit sticky, a little gummy. Um, doesn't have a whole lot of tread on the bottom. It's a little different than what you see. These are pretty popular with in Europe. Gustavo, yeah, they went all out with the box and tissue paper. That was ridiculous. But let's see. Suede. Suede. Oh, that's soft. Ooh, that may be the softest suede I've ever seen. That is beautiful. So let's see if we got so you can see my finger trail going back and forth there. That's how you know you got that fire, right? Look at that. It's a lighter color suede, so you don't really get the responsiveness as you normally do with dark, but that is in there plain as day. Yeah, it is nice. What we got? So it looks like we got a very light differentiation in the laces. I think it's like a cream colored that's in there, and then a white pair that comes with. We got leather on the insole. Got all the different brandings that are on there. Man, these are nice. These are gorgeous, actually. So I thought this was going to be a little bit more white on the upper. I'm not sure if you can tell on the camera, but it's got a little bit of like a tannish, grayish kind of tone to it. So be mindful of that if you are going to go after this pair. It's not stark white like I thought it was in the pictures. Is what it is. Let's try it on real quick. See how they fit. Yeah, nice. So this is my 10 and a half, as always. Uh, so I wear a 10 in Jordan 1s, 10 in Jordan 3s, pretty much a 10 and a half and everything else. I do find Adidas to run a touch smaller. So a 10 and a half, I don't know. So they're narrow. They are narrow, which is the Samba, of course, it's going to be narrow. And I would rather, me personally, I'd rather opt up in size, get a little extra width, have the shoe be a little longer, and have it be narrow and like that. But yeah, these are clean. These are clean right here, super clean. Ooh, do these make it to the top 10? I don't know. Like I said, I had 9 shoes to show off today, possibly a top 10. I don't know. I don't know. I need a little more time with this to say if it's gonna pop into the top 10. What do y'all think? Does this crack the top 10? Let me know. What's everybody think? It's nice. I mean, quality-wise, yeah, it's beyond reproach, no question. But, dope shoe for sure. Hats off to the team at Kith Clarks putting that one together. All right, y'all. So that wraps up what I got in terms of sneakers. So I know everybody wants to hear a little bit more about some of the stuff that I might know about. Gustavo, hands down it does, huh? Hands down money. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens after a couple of words. I think it's more of a summertime shoe. I think it's definitely a summertime shoe. I don't really see myself wearing it a whole lot in the wintertime. Light colors, lights and brights, keeping it clean. We'll see what happens. So let's get into it. Like we said, we got some dunks coming about. Let's talk about dunks. Let's talk about some stock numbers. That's what everybody wants to know. So we talked about the restocks of the dunks that are coming around, right? Ian, gonna be tough to keep clean. You ain't kidding. I'm a little scared of that. I spray all my shoes down with the Jason Mark repel spray. I'm still scared to actually put ketchup on it like they do in the commercials and stuff. But you're right. It's gonna be tough one to keep clean, man. No doubt. No doubt. But yeah, let's get back into the program. So dunks, dunks. A lot of them coming out in the next little bit here. First up, what we have is going to be the reverse curry, right? So the reverse curry dunks. This pair is from the 90s. I think 98 is when it originally released. And Nike is dropping a gang of these. 177,000 pairs of these reverse curry dunks are coming out. We have seen, oh God, I don't even know how many raffles pop up already. They drop on Nike on January 12th, I believe. So this is just Nike. Just Nike is putting down 177,000 pairs of these. I'm a little shocked. I really don't know why you would reach back into the art and pull out a shoe like this. It's kind of cultish, had a long following, and now you're going out to target. I don't get it. But 177,000 pairs. It's not that desirable of a colorway, in my opinion. So I don't think these are going to be too hard to hit. Like I said earlier, if you're going to enter raffles, be prepared to hit them all, folks. Be prepared to hit them all. Marcos, for Portland exclusive. Is this that one here that you were talking about? I'm not sure if this is the right one you're talking about. It was the one that what's her name, Amy Kelsey, put out on her Instagram. The Jordan brand designer. Got a couple different shades of green. It was made for the NBA, WNBA athletes. If that's the pair that you're talking about, yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, man. No question. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Love Troy, what's up, homie? Appreciate you. Yeah, with Adidas, either go a size up or take the insole out. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Natty C, what we got here? Red 4 Shock Shop News. I don't know, maybe. But let's keep going into these right here. Next up, we have the City of Love. So this is going to be a two-pack release. You got this pair right here, the Stale. This pair right here, the Stale, and then you're going to have the Burgundy Crush pair. What I think is going to happen with these here, it's still not a firm date, but the Burgundy Crush pair, I believe, is going to be in store only. So that's going to be at your SP shops. This pair, you're actually going to see drop through Nike. Right now, there's 13,000 pairs, but not a lot. It's also, don't take this as gospel. Don't take this as gospel because we don't really have a firm date. If we had a firm date and we knew that we were getting close to that date, I'd say I could trust this. I'm just saying, as of right now, this is what's sitting on Nike. This tells me that it's going to be a sneaker drop for this pair. Yeah, we'll drop on Nike on sneakers. I don't know when. Beautiful sneakers are not top 10. I assume you're still talking about the Sambas. I'm leaning that way too, man. I'm leaning that way too. I tend to agree with you. All of a sudden, I don't quite have that regret that I have. Yeah, I didn't get the first round. Harco's, yeah. So the four is the women exclusive. Yeah, no question, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Ian, the Burgundy pair, yeah, it's fire, man. No question. I think it's going to drop sometime early February. Early February is what I keep hearing about. There's still no firm date yet. For that Burgundy pair, start talking to your locals, man. Like I always say, get in touch with your local shop. Talk to your people. Let them know that you want this pair. They'll have one. Right? Direct access. All right. So next up, the last of the SBs, the dunks that I had to talk about today in terms of so we've seen these start popping up. This is another reach back pair. Like I keep saying, Nike is going back into the well. They're more successful. They're pulling it back out. So they are reaching back now with the corporate. We are going to get a sneaker shop on these. There's 21,000 pairs currently present. Don't quite have a date yet. So again, without a date, I can't say categorically that this is going to be that this. So once we get a date, I'll be able to say a little bit more firm that this is there. 21,000 pairs tells me that there's absolutely going to be a Nike drop. It's not going to be in store only. Like you saw with the black and white restocks, there will be a Nike drop from these. State shops are already getting these in. I think EU shops have already loaded them up. Premier actually rolled it up their raffle like an hour or so ago. So these pairs are starting to pop up. Pay attention. Make sure you're doing them. Only a handful of stores that have SB accounts that are going to offer nationwide shipping. You got Undefeated. I think Orchard does some. Premier's a good one. And I'm missing somebody else. So if you want this pair, hopefully y'all got a local. Check out SB.com. Hit the shops. Find out what's close to you. And hopefully you can get your hands out there. $2 is not a lot. That's not a lot of dollars. Hopefully they'll keep restocking this pair similar to what they did with the gray gums. But even with the gray gums, there was like 40,000 pairs of those. So 21,000 is not great. It's not a lot to go on. There's your number. Once we can, I'll be able to say categorically, this is the number that we're going with. What do you guys think? The core purpose is nice, right? Gustavo, get these done. You need them. Hopefully you can. Once again, with SB, your best bet is to always it's your chance for you to get them. Burgundy pair. Burgundy pair is the main pair. Can't wait. Good luck, man. I think that pair is going to be in store only. I'll keep checking for you. Keep seeing what's going on in the sneakers app. My mic keeps going in and out. Oh, appreciate the heads up, man. Let me know what's going on. Hopefully you can hear me. This is my first time doing a stream through a third party, so I'm not great with it. So sorry. Hopefully it's there. Let's go back to something that we saw here. So Red 4 Shot Cop News. Okay, so obviously this is what everybody wants to talk about this year. This is probably going to be the most drop of the entire year. It's happening early on in February. I really want to see another sneaker make a release that will rival the hype of this shoe. So February 17th is the actual release date for this, right? I think this release is gonna go down similar to the way Lost and Founds. We're gonna get Shock Drop, we're gonna get EA, then we'll get the actual. This is just me thinking from experience. This is nothing data-wise as shown. Here's rumors that the potential shock potential shock drop is gonna go down either in the end of January or very, very early in February. So sometime in the next couple of weeks, we should see a shock drop for these. Ian is gonna be Yeah, it's gonna be a cluster. Yeah, you're probably right. The good news is that stock is gonna be really, really high on these. I'm guessing on the lower end, we're gonna see 300,000 pairs of these. I've seen some estimates upwards of 500 already. I can't really confirm any numbers just yet. Working on it. I'm checking every day. I'm trying to get an answer for everybody. I'll post it as soon as I possibly can. But the Red Fours, Dick's is going to be dropping these. If you guys have a Dick's near you, check with them. The week before, they'll be doing wristbands. It's gonna be moving a lot of stuff. Dick's, I believe, it's going to be getting Jordan 1s. They're getting TR Dunks. Now they're getting Jordan 4s. They're getting the Red 4s, and I've already confirmed they are getting the military blue 4s. Their SKUs are already getting these. As of right now, on the sales room floor, first come, first serve. I really hope they don't do that. Just for everyone's safety, I really hope they don't do that. But it is. It's going to be there. So check with Dick's. Gustavo, yeah, DNA. That's going to be your best bet for the Jordan folks. DNA. That's your best bet. I've been talking for a while. For a long time, trying to get everybody to get their on JD. I got my what did I get? So I got my reimagined threes. I got my lost and founds. I got a bunch of dunks. I got my Palomino ones from that stuff. So that's gonna be Nature Boy. What's up, homie? Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully everybody knows my man Nature Boy Chuck. Drop him a sub if you can. My man does some great, great things. Help folks out with some links, help folks out with some giveaways. I was on his show before the holiday, and I think very, very soon we're trying to line up to where he comes over here, does some action with us on this channel. And, we're working on it, folks. We're working on getting the minds together. Sneakers habits become a lost cause. I hope not, man. Honestly, I kind of defend Nike. I know people sick of hearing me say it, but I think Nike does a really good job. I really do. I really think Nike does a good job of trying to be fair. With what they do with sneakers releases, to what they do with scratchers, shock drops, exclusive access, sneakers cam. They try to keep it fresh. Like they really, really do, folks. You got to understand what you're dealing with. Like it seems like whenever people don't get what they want, whenever people don't get what they want from Nike, they're quick to call them out. They're quick to say it's a lost cause. I'm not trying to hate on you, bro. I'm just trying to say that understand the behemoth that they're dealing with, and realize what Nike has to do with themselves. Millions and millions and millions of entries in every single drop. And yeah, there could be a couple 100,000 pairs, 200,000 pairs, and unfortunately, there's just no place in everybody. There's really no way to do it. So I try to give them a little bit of grace and realize that they are trying to go above and beyond. They are trying to help people out. They are trying to do some new things. So hopefully you can get a pair of these fours. I don't think they're going to be terribly hard if you know how to cop. If you know what you're doing, you better run the game for a little while. I don't think Nature Boy. Once again, I appreciate you, the go, giving people access to shoes all the time, man. Appreciate you, homie. So that's all I got. If anybody's got any questions, you can definitely talk a little bit. If you want to talk about pieces, you want to talk about some things that happened in 2023, I'm here for it. If not, we'll sign off. Again, this is my first one doing this. Let me know how it went. Hope everybody had a good time with it. Gustavo, love-hate relationship with the sneakers. Yeah, I get it. Good and bad. I got playoff face shock drop, but didn't get the cherry 12s on there. All right, man. Hopefully you were able to get cherry 12 somewhere else. Again, for JP, get their status, get their A-list. That's where you want to be, folks. You won't have a problem getting any Jordan retros, man. I promise you. If you hit A-list with them, you will not have issues with retros. That's the best piece of advice I can give everybody. There's still time to build up an account between now and when those breaks drop. So hopefully you tap in. Hopefully you grab a pair of those. Ian, thank you, sir. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If nobody's got any more questions, I'm probably going to get my day. I'm going to go grocery shopping for me So hope everybody enjoyed this. Thank you each and every one of you for tuning in. We're gonna try to do a lot more of these in the future. We're gonna try to get my channel going. I'm gonna be dropping a lot more info on here. So please drop me a sub. Please drop me a sub. Help me get this thing going a little bit. Drop each other a sub. Check in the comments. Check each other out. Let's build this community. Drop my boy Nature Boy a little bit of a follow, and let's get this thing going forward, folks. Again, really appreciate everybody for today. So, thanks again, and I will see y'all around. See y'all around the way, y'all. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it. Uncle Chrissy signing off. Peace.